Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have the pleasure of having our resource person as Dr. Sanjit Maithe. Sir is Scientist Division of Dairy Extension, ICR, National Dairy Research Institution, Karnal, Haryana. And our esteemed guest has chosen a topic for deliberation that is climate services, a panacea to impeding climate change on agriculture. Sir, you are audible as well as visible. About 97 people have joined. You can start, sir. You can start presenting.
Okay, thank you very much, Majid, for your warm welcome to this talk. You told that near about 95%, 95 people have joined. It is a good number to start. And
It's 102 right now. And can you press the hide option so that hide option on the screen on your presentation?
yeah. Okay.
Yes, perfect. You can start, sir.
So it is better to start on time because what will talk today, it is all about the time. So it is better those who will join in between people will continue the joining. So let's start. And thank you, Majid, once again. Very good afternoon to all the audience, those who are listening me or seeing me. But unfortunately, I am not able to see any one of you. It will be better if you a few of you on your video, then it will give me a feel like the interactive. So it is up to you. Uh, Whatever topic has been assigned to me for this today's talk. Before going to the details of the today's talks, let's we'll start the discussion. But before going to discussion, Majid already told that myself, Dr. Sanjit Maithe, I'm working as a scientist at ICAR, National Dairy Research Institute, NDRI, Karnal. Just 1 year before, near this 2020, in July 10, the Times of India in Chandigarh edition, we had a news clippings like this. This is not a exclusive news. Like every day, every corner of the country I found in joined. Every time you will see that at least in a month or in a this cropping seasons, this type of news will come where the researchers, policymakers raise the issues that whether the climate change will affect our crop or overall agriculture or not. The such type of study was published near about 1 year before in Times of India in Chandigarh edition. There it is told, the study was particularly for the Haryana. They told that within the near futures, the near future means that they defined that next 15 years. Within the 15 years, they projected that that yield of the rice and wheat, the two major crops, will be drastically reduced near about 8% to 11%. They also forecast if the situation exists in the coming future also, it may reduce more than 30 to 40%. So this is a huge concern for the agricultures. Not only this researcher, those who did the research, they accept. Every time we have found this. Now the question is that our researchers are working, our policymakers are working towards to make our agriculture as a climate smart. But up to what level we achieve this, or whether our farmers are able to receive these climate smart practices, or what are the climate information that they used to receive in time, which may help them to take a decision in their farming practices. Are we able to reach to the unreached persons? So we'll talk about this. This that is, I mean, given topic that is that climate services, a panacea to impending climate change on agriculture. Myself, I put both the interrogation as well as asterisk marks because sometimes I'm hope that it may or sometimes it may not be, because you know that in like every programs or projects that always it is questions that whether it will be successful or not. But I will share some success stories in our country as well as that, outside the country where people found that it will be a panacea to provide that make our agriculture as a climate smart. Let's welcome to this presentation with my all the authors of this particular chapter, the climate services. That what are the climate component? Before going to the in details, we will discuss I have been given allotted to the 1 hours. Within this 1 hours, I will present near about 40 to 50 minutes, and last 10 to 15 minutes we will have for discussion. Or I will try to address your concern or queries. It doesn't mean that I will have answer of all your questions, but I will try my best. Which question I will not be able to answer, then definitely I will take note, and if you share with your details with me, then definitely I will share my opinion on this particular aspect after starting this. Within this 40 to 5 minutes, that 5 to 10 minutes, 5 minutes will explain that changing climatic scenario of the Indian agriculture perspective. I go through the schedule of this training, and then found that almost there is no topic covered this climates. Therefore, I hope that at least 5 to 10 minutes I will invest to sensitize yourself to you regarding the changing climatic scenario in Indian conditions. Then we'll go for these details about the what is climate services, how it will be effective, how it is working in India, and as a extensionist, how we can do better for our farmers by utilizing these climate services. Mainly, there are 5 or 6 components that very rainfall, temperatures, extreme events, cold wave, heat wave, monsoons, cyclones, all these are having an effect towards Indian agriculture. Here it is telling that whatever the crop, that weather can have an impact up to the 10%, and it may reach up to the 50% if we are not taking care of the weather when we are doing an agriculture practice. Agriculture here, when I will use the agriculture, don't consider that always agriculture means only the crop farming. Agriculture here means, I will like to say also both, so that crop as well as the livestock, as well as that also fisheries part also. So fisheries part I will touch very little. I have a little experience with the fisheries, but I have more expertise in agriculture as well as that livestock farming. So that means it has a potential to effect on our agriculture production systems. What is the climate scenario in our country? That last 100 years, when we analyze the data 1901-2008, it is said that 0.7 degree has been increased. Recently, just last 1 year, we have got our first the climate change assessment report of the Indian regions. Then it is projected that the end of this 21st century, our temperature will be increased near about 4.4 degree centigrade. And summer monsoon has a decline near about 6% within the 1951 to 2015. But if you see that in recent past, 1981 to 2011, that dry spell has been increased at 27%. That means that intensity of increasing the dry spell is increasing in the recent past in comparison to the first part of the century. This is the overall scenario that in different regions that the climate change assessment report, how it will improve. Here everywhere it is showing that in different climatic model scientists applied, the climatologists, everywhere it is showing that the temperature will increase and monsoon will be declined. So that means it is a warning message to us. We have to be prepared, to adopt this changing climatic scenario, because except doing preparedness, we have nothing to do. If we prepare or if we minimize the different mechanism, little bit we may reduce the temperature increase, but development activities will be going on. So therefore, it is sometimes inevitable to stop the increasing temperatures. So though world leaders are negotiating to fix this increasing temperature at 2 degree, you know that last 2 to 3 years it was talking about the Paris Agreement, but in our country's condition it is showing that 4 degree may increase. So therefore, we have to prepare ourselves to cope up with the situations. Either tomorrow or day after tomorrow it will come. So we have to be prepared. Study shows that 20 to 80% of the variability of the crop will be associated with the weather phenomena, and 5 to 10% of the agriculture production or losses with the climate variability. In crop, in livestock, it is said that if temperature is increased near about 2 to 6 degree within that particular day or a particular week, heat wave or cold wave, that milk production will be severely affected. It is projected that every year we are losing 1.8 million tons per year, and we may lose up to 15 million tons if we are not taking care or prepared ourselves. Suppose among these all the milch breed, we are working on that Murrah Buffalo. Murrah Buffalo is known as the milch machine of the India, black gold. In countries milk productions, we have near about 198.4 million ton milk productions. Among this, near about more than 50% is coming from the buffalo. Within the buffalo, we have that majority of the milks are coming from the Murrah Buffalo. And our study says that if temperature increase above 2 degrees, then Murrah Buffalo's production may lose up to 30% to 40% due to the cold wave as well as that heat wave. So accordingly, we have to make our livestock farming also as a climate smart. If we see towards the extreme climatic events, it was showing that the drought spell has been increased and it is more concentrated on the Indo-Gangetic plain. Different climatic models shows that not only the drought, that flood also it will be intensity will come, number as well as the intensity. And you saw that the graph, what is the past data have been analyzed in 1986 to 2019. A trend line is clearly indicating that the intensity of the flood or frequency of the flood is increasing tremendously last 40 years. So these are the drought proneness. If we see that drought proneness, that only few places, in particularly eastern part and the northeastern part, it will be less than 5%, and but everywhere it will say that 10 to 25% there is a chance to be increase the drought proneness, and major the chance that 25% it is in our western part of our country. Our country is vast and we have different agroclimatic zone. We have this plainland, highland as well as the coastal region. We have more than 7,500 kilometers of the coastal belt across the country, from Kolkata to Gujarat, from east coast and west coast. And our country has been considered as the 20 most risk country to sea level rise. And it is that the 15% of the projected increase the intensity of tropical which may enhance the vulnerable populations living in the cyclone regions of our country. And we see that this is the scenario of the storm originated and hit on Indian regions, and from last near about 100 years, we found that near about 311 storm has been originated and hit our country in different parts. And if we analyze it, it shows that the cyclonic storm across Indian states, that is, it is number has been increased, almost the same, both that we divided in two parts, 1891 to 1954 and 1955 to 2017. But in case of the severe cyclonic storm, we found that its number has been increased during this time period. That means, though number may be the same, but intensity may be that means the devastating effect will come. Now at present, after super cyclone hit in Odisha near about 2000, after that we adopted many technological interventions, and therefore we able to just minimize that death or losses. So it is a success story that how a technological intervention can make a particular section sustainable or maybe a smart one, that is cyclone. So we almost make our death due to cyclone almost zero due to this application of the technology like remote sensing, GIS, everything we applied it. This is the scenario of our how the temperature will change in the next within the end of this century, and after this century it is the increasing the temperature in almost all the country. It is said that above 2 degree temperatures will be definitely be increased, and rainfall will also be decreased with huge variation. And the cyclone proneness, it is showing that eastern coastal regions of our country will be the more cyclone prone than the west coast, though it is a historical record also showing the same due to the physical characteristics of the Bay of Bengal than the Arabian Sea. So then now the question is, if this situation happened, then what will be the scenario of our the Indian agrarian ecosystems, agrarian economy, where the more than 50% people are still dependent on agriculture, 86% of the smallholders, and 70% or whatever may be, then what will be the scenario? So to address these issues, the last 10 to 11 years, we are working on the particular aspect of that socio-agro-climatology, both concentrating on the both agriculture as well as that the livestock farming in different parts of the country, and there we are working. That we studied. These findings are based on our own study. I put the reference that what we did in different studies. The perception towards changing climatic scenario and receiving climatic information. We found that almost that 100% of our farmers believe that the climates are changing and it may have the effect on their farming as well as their livelihood. Also, they are telling that they are receiving the climatic information. Maybe in different sources, maybe the mass media, maybe the newspaper, maybe the TV, maybe the local leader, or maybe the local government. But the climatic information means they are simply receiving what should be the temperature, when the cyclone may hit, when the rainfall, what should be the effect. That is the only climatic information they are receiving. And then we started also the startup of receiving assistance to cope up with this changing climatic scenario. They believe that it may affect. They're also receiving the climate information, but is there any extension services or assistance? Are they receiving it on the time? Though we found that 100% here it is not, but somehow in many parts we found that near about 60% to 70% farmers are receiving in many parts, but in all the parts it is not there. So then we analyze this their vulnerability profiles of the farmers of the different regions. We found that by applying the methodology what that IPCC has been formulated, that vulnerability is a function of exposure, sensitivity, and adaptive capacity. We found that majority of our farmers are the extreme to moderate to extreme vulnerable. Here our farmer means we are concentrating only the small and the marginal farmer, not that large holding farmers, both that crop as a livestock. We do not consider that they are majority of our having that high level of vulnerability. Now the question is that when this they are receiving the information at the perceiving at the same time they are having the high vulnerable. Now the question is that where the gap is to minimize this thing. So to address these issues, that global framework on climate services was established by the World Meteorological Organization, established at World Climate Conference 3 in 2019, the concept climate services with the two objectives. What is the first one? That to enable the better management of the risk of the climate variability and change and adaptation to climate change through the development and incorporation of the science-based climate informations prediction into the planning and policy practices, and to strengthen the production of the availability, delivery, and application of the science-based climate advisory services. So here simply typically means that if we give the farmer that accurate and timely weather support that only forecast, then his improvement loss can be minimized to some extent, but including class yes. So if we add with this support some timely climate advisories with the faster communication, it will improve significantly to minimize the losses. So therefore, if we put in particular sentence that what is the climate services? Climate services definition that decision support tools developed based on a process of transforming climate information into related advisory services that assist decision making by individual and organization of a society. A climate service provided tailored or salient or usable advisories to the vulnerable communities based on available climate information. If simple meaning is here, previously farmers are telling they are getting climate informations, but they are not. Previously they are not used to get that with this information what they should do. That information has to be added. Suppose if today in Karnal it is forecasted that extremely heavy rainfall will be there, then if extremely forecasting is there, that it is giving the information through district administration to all the farmer, all the district residents, that what they should do, that has to be added. That's not tailor-made information has to be provided. So simple in a sentence, climate services means climatic information plus advisory services. So being an extension agent, it is our duty that whatever the climatic information we are getting, we have to, with this information, we have to evaluate with the certain advisory services. Though at present KVKs are doing last 1 year through different mode that I will come. So, but still we are having a 2 research project on this, but still many of our farmers are beyond the reach, though their number has been put in their portal to receive the messages, but very few are receiving messages or utilizing these messages. So therefore we have to create a propaganda or in mission mode. So therefore everybody should be available to extract the available information on their fingerprint. So how the climate services generally act or produced? First, the monitoring and the data collection in terms of the climatic parameters, and then data retrieval and production of the advisories through satellite, and then we are producing this, yes, this region's particular day it will be heavy rainfall or heat wave or cold wave, whatever maybe will be there, and then dissemination to the users in addition with some value addition of the advisory services, and help them to make their own decision at their farm level. So this way the 4 steps are mainly involved to when we are doing the climate services. Next one is that when the farmers were providing the information and they are taking these advisories, they work at 3 levels. Mainly this depends upon the durations. Mainly every day we are giving the weather forecastings every weekly or bi-weekly, twice in a week. So that means a days to week with mainly weather forecasting. We are giving in the forms of the rainfall and temperatures, daily forecast up to certain dates, alert on pest and diseases, early warning. We are giving this message through mobile phones, radio, or televisions, and we are asking them to take a decision on timely planting, harvesting, timing of the fertilizers and pesticide, irrigations and applications, and protecting the lives and property from the extreme events. Suppose if a farmer is planning to use the fertilizers or the pesticide harvest, if it is heavy rainfall is there, then generally we used to ask them not to do, still wait this extreme heavy rainfall effect has been removed from these climatic parameters. So in case of that climate variability month to years, that means the time scale we have been increased from few weeks to the month and years. There we are giving a probability of seasonal rainfall that every year we know that beginning of the monsoon and mid of the monsoon, we used to forecast what will be the scenario. This year monsoon will be good, this time it will receive, but sometimes forecast is forecast, sometimes it may vary little about, but we should be very happy that at present the last few years that IMD working it very extensively good, and whatever the forecasting they are doing, particularly the medium range forecast, particularly 5 days, it is almost that accurate they are predicting, but sometimes they fail. Last week what happened in case of Mumbai, it is no information people used to get it, the IMD through their radar that extremely heavy rainfall will be theirs. So this information generally used to pass through the WhatsApp. You know that different regional WhatsApp used to happen. Mainly this is doing to select the crop, livestock, and as well as that is management practices. And the larger level, that the climate change, it is a decadal or longer change. We are predicting the future rainfall and the climate, that we are predicting that end of this century what will happen, this climate change will happen, because when we are talking about the climate change, generally this time scale will be near about 30 to 40 years. But what will be 30 to 40 years we are forecasting and we are applying it. So generally this is not directly involved with the farmers. This is mainly the policymakers, the researchers. So they are forecasting and they are planning what should be the scenario in the future. Accordingly, they are making the planning to develop a new variety, new properties or breed, or identifying the genes to keeping in this scenario. So in a nutshell, if we say that timely and accurate meteorological informations and forecasts have been recognized as an effective tool for crucial decision making in routine farm operations, efficient management of farm practices, and precise impact assessment. And mainly these are the particular purpose we are using the climate services. Selection of the cultivar, showing and harvesting date, irrigation scheduling, mitigation from adverse impact or crop different crop stages, fertilizer application, pesticide application, as well as that management of the upper livestock sector. So these purposes, mainly 7 to 8 purposes, we are using the climate service for the at the farmers level. So this is we conclude the second part. The first part we discuss about that changing climatic scenario of the India. Second part we used to understood that what is the concept of the climate services. So if we take a single line of note from the first part, that is that climate change is inevitable. It will happen, and it will be more severe in the coming days for the Indian regions, and we have to be prepared. This is our takeaway line from the first part. Second part is that climate services. Don't be worried if the changing is there, and we are preparing ourselves for this to import the farmers. Techno-economic, we have the climate services. Climate services is nothing but that providing climatic information in addition with the advisory services. These are two lines from the two section. Now that we coming to that next part, that is that what is the climate services scenario in Indian conditions. The climate services, the Indian Meteorological Department started that broadcasting the climate service 1936 to 1975. And 1970s, I started working with the state government, and they started in 2008 the district level climate advisory services with the relevant providing weather information and management advisories. And then now they're putting all these things in combination with the 127 meteorological field unit across the country. And if we open this, I put it hyperlink. So you will see that this is our homepage of that mausam.imd.gov.in. I know that almost all the KVK personnel are known about this. Those who are not knowing, you may take note this, or if you are having direct putting in information for the farmers. So when we open this web page of that our Indian Meteorological Department, there you will see that just in little our services, here it is that agromet advisory services are available. In our country, that agromet advisory services are given at the 3 level. One is the district level, and the state level and national level. But recently, that IMD started to giving that climate advisories for the some particular pilot level, some block level also they have been started. But it is not coming to that throughout the country. So they are going to discuss the 3 level: the district level, state level, and the block level. National level. If we put see the national level, they are giving the information that current and past. Here you get all the details that in English. It is heavy pace, so it will taking time to load. You can see that this way coming, and then the main our interest here will be the district level. The state level also advisory. This is a national agromet advisory bulletin for the particular week 16 July to 20 July up 2 days. Here all the details information throughout the country it is available. But I hope that for our participants it will be more interesting part the district level at the state level. The district level I will. State level also that in English, or that in district level I will have, suppose in this state level I am here having the Haryana I am putting, or as per your interest you can see that here it will give an analysis of that what is the past scenario forecasting was there, and what is the actual scenario was there, and then it is giving all the clear direction that what should be the crop, vegetable, horticulture, everything. The general agromet advisory services bulletin, it is they will given. Suppose for the Haryana region, they have been asked that due to change in the light to moderate rainfall 2 to 3 days, along with the thunderstorm, lightning, and they also put some put the advisory. Also, farmers are advised to avoid irrigation in the field and do not spray the chemical to the crops, and remove the excess water from the field if needed. Also, keep the animals indoor during this thunderstorm activity. This small information may help also the farmer to stop his economic loss, or not to spray fertilizer, not to spray pesticide. Also, the SMS-based information. If you, I know that many of our extension agents or scientists or workers, they have their own SMS group in a WhatsApp group among the farmers of their known in the particular regions. You may pass these information through the advisory information to. Here you see that the crop-wise, rice, sugarcane, vegetable, everything has been given this information, the animal wise also. But our main target interest will be the district level. Here it is also that current local means local language, current English in English language it is there. So if I put my state here, suppose I put the Haryana, and you can put your own interested district. Suppose I am taking here the Karnal. So I may download, or you may download it, or it will open. So it will it is a climate advisory. You know that IMD is providing this climate advisory bulletin twice in a week, every 5 days. That I told that medium range forecasting is for the 5 days. So every Tuesday as well as that every Friday, they are giving this information through their portals or through this website also. So here you will see that what will be the scenario for the 17 to 21, what will be the scenario, and that it is the warning for the particular district. Here it will be mentioned. Here it is developed in our institute, that with the IMD, that is National Medicine Institute, Karnal. Here we are putting that what should the alert, the possibility of light to moderate rainfall accommodate with the lighting thunderstorm at 7 to 21 July, and every information, general advisory. If any specific advisory, crop specific, it will be given the rice, cotton, fodders, tomato, buffalo, cow, and as well as that the fisheries part also, it is there. I found that almost all the districts of the country, they are following, they are developing this message and transferring. You may share of a particular district of farmers. If your KVK personal, KVK is linked with this climate advisory service through the ICR or other extension personnel, you have a farmers group there, you can share their particular, if it is they are the rice farmer or buffalo farmers or cattle farmers, you can share your message to them. It will be a great help for them. Initially, you may see that people are not using, but when repeatedly you will advocating him or her, definitely I believe they will use their information. So this is from this web portal, you can directly have your information, and you can use for your particular purpose. It is open for the all. It is no need that you have to register, you have to put some money, nothing. You just open this web page and take the information, extract, and apply for your farmer to your regimes. If you do, then automatically also ask the farmers also that share in their relative or in their known farmer. That means they promote that extension agent to farmer extension to also the farmer to farmer extension, and take this as a mode that the climate service, how you will see that immediate impact that they will give you the feedback how it's affecting them. We are having this recently. We are starting that impact of agricultural services on the farmers' personal decision making in particular districts in the Kerala through our students project. So we already discussed about that how this IMD started this thing, the district level we are taking. We already discussed in the last slide that it is you will be happy to know that India is the one of the pioneer country in this particular aspect to use the agromet advisory services initiating, but popularizing the agromet advisory services we do not find such missions. So that means as an extension, it's our duty to take this mission to the to the end user at the earliest possible. To the earliest possible. So it will give you your pleasure as well as the farmer pleasure. That at least they are receiving some information at their fingerprint. This is how this IMD is working. This is a flowchart we try to describe. I think it is maybe interesting for you or may not be. So therefore, we should not discuss that how what are the mechanisms they are following. That how the 5 days information they are sharing. And it is disseminated forecasting, and the disseminated all the means that KVK, newspaper, agricultural department, personal contact, SMS, television, radio, everywhere they are disseminating. But think about that, only it is given the informations, it is giving the information only to the particular more than mass media during the extreme climatic events. But normal day it is not doing. So when farmers will prepare their land preparations, when they will sowing, or if they make a plan accordingly with the climate advisory service. If you start giving them information, I believe that they will start. Presently, in personal life, we are following it. Suppose when we used to watch the clock, there we are seeing the weather forecasting of the particular my regions, and accordingly we are making the plan. Household activities. The farmers, it is almost because our Indian agriculture is still dependent on the climate itself. So try to make habit to give them pass the informations. Not only information, also discuss with them in a different informal discussion, the field visits or field day, farmers day, every time. So every time when we will applying them, definitely they will start the using. Another important is that that we already discussed this bulletin. The last year, IMD in joint collaboration with ICR develop a mobile applications. That is name is that Megdut. The same informations, whatever you are getting to portal, that you can give in your mobile also. You may also in your beneficiary farmer also those who have the mobile, they can have this knowledge to access the informations or engage the school going children of the particular family. That we initiated a project for the Mura Wapela farmers in Mura bidding tracts of the Haryana, Jind, Rohtak, Hisar, and Biyani. We engage the school going children of a particular family. Sometimes that old age person, though engaged in the crop or dairy, they are hesitate to use the different app to extract the messages. So we train minutes is very simple. We just engage that school going children of the family to extract the information to Megdut and pass on their parents. It is here I put in the English, it is local language, all the information is there. Weather summary will be there. Here is the forecast or the crop advisories. Like whatever the rice, wheat, and if you scroll down, it will come for all the information. Even they have the option to giving the feedback also. So it is better also to give the benefits of this Megdut services. The last year they have been initiated, and we also started working, because still whatever the climate advisory services are available at our country level, that is mainly focusing on the crop specific. Though livestock part are started, but major emphasis on the rice crop sector. So we are starting working on that to how we can evaluate this information what IMD or ICR sharing with the livestock part. Hopefully 1 or 2 years we may come with some certain. Suppose we are generating the climate advice service for the Mura Buffalo every week. We are sharing here. IMD sharing twice in a week. We are sharing only weekly. So to improve the economic empowerment of the farmer for any or before taking any operational decision of the farming practices, they just observe the what are the scenario. See, just motivate your farmers whenever we are doing any good work or जिसको हम हिंदी में शुभ कार्य शुरू करते उससे पहले we used to see our that पंजिका that. So why not before any agriculture operations, before starting to doing, let's have a look what would be the our climatic scenario of this particular timing and day. Accordingly, you may plan. It's a 5-day span we can getting, and almost this 5 days interval, what 5 days forecasting, whatever we are receiving the information, that is almost of the correct prediction we are getting. Sometimes little deviation is a little deviation because it is a forecast. It is not the actual one. Forecast means is always forecast. If it is the 100% real, then we can say it will happen definitely. We are telling it is a forecast. So therefore, I am using the word the little deviation. Now that through the adaptive measures strategies to AS bulletin that we are doing, mainly that selection of the cultivar, choosing windows for the sowing or harvesting operation. That means when it will be that what should be the scenario of the next week. Accordingly, we are making the plan, and when we are checking the window, accordingly we are doing the sowing or irrigation or pesticide. So whatever we are doing, the irrigation scheduling, I found that in the farmers of the Karnal region, they are using it to seeing it. Accordingly, they are making a plan for the irrigation scheduling. The mitigation from the adverse effects like frost, low and high temperature, heavy rainfall, and critical crop stress in Haryana. You know that there is a extremely heavy cold will be there in during that January, February. On the time that animal are also suffer from the cold waves. So we used to inform our farmers through our groups that this day it will be the extremely heavy cold will be there. So you must keep your animal protected. It is our study says if any animal just faced a cold wave, that milk production of the particular day may lose up to 30%, and to reach the peak yield of that normal before the cold wave, it will require at least 5 to 7 days. So you see that a animal having the production of 10 to 15 liters, and when it faces that 5 to 7 days, what will be the economic loss for a farmer if they face that cold wave or the heat wave. So you may accordingly suggest your farmer through your personal contact through WhatsApp group, or through, if they do not believe, you can share this information. Bulletin or climate services available for our country itself. The study itself shows that IMD did started in 2018. They told that near about 21.6 million farmers are benefited directly to this agromet advisory services of IMD. They mainly cover crop, fruits, vegetable, livestock, water supplies for irrigation, and efficient use of chemicals. Later, they started increasing doing the fishery sector, also the other part, and they showed that decrease the cultivation cost by the 25%, and net return increase up to 83%, and overall benefit they got it near about 7.57 billion per year. Huge. Not to go to the USD amount, they use just increase the 25% of the net return. Just observing when we are doing in Subhakar to see the Panjika to Subha Murat, when we used to work, then that is giving our success. Then definitely farmer will bloom if they follow just available information. Here we no need any resources. Everything is available. Everybody we have the smartphone. Everybody we can access this Meghdut app, or everybody can access that IMD portals. But sometimes our farmers are some digital divide, and maybe they may not be empowered to extract the information. So try to minimize this gap, either by you or either by engaging the school going children of this particular family members. This is some successful case studies across the globe, where it shows that the climate services has a huge tremendous impact on the climate services across the different sector. But what I'm telling that still livestock sectors are running behind than the crop sector, though it is also proved that crop sector is more sensitive to the climate change than the livestock. So therefore, maybe the reason that people initiated from the crop, but slowly it is coming to the livestock sectors. But the question is that why farmers are not adopting this? Only we are seeing the regions that limited dialogue with the end users, identify the need and build the trust, because sometimes people are not believe on the weather forecasting. So they use that whatever I am saying, it is not all about the truth. So we have to, whenever you are trying giving information, we just pinpoint it that yes, tomorrow will be the heavy rainfall. When it will see, automatically they will start believing. This is the only we are seeing the iceberg above the water, but major regions are behind the water. That is an inappropriate communication channel to get the messages out to the farmers. Inappropriate. Just sometimes we are asking the farmers, this portal is there, apps is there, you get it information from theirs. At least if we communicate 10 farmers through phone or personal contact, it will be huge convergence, and ask them also giving the 10 farmers of their neighbors, then automatically it will channelize the information. Don't leave them that they will do by themselves. Initially it may take time. The poor observation network and limited capacity to a national hydrological and meteorological station to address the needs. Particularly some northeastern part, this part is lacking. That is, the forecasting generally happen because of our field data. And for the northeastern part, I see that I spent near about 6 years in the northeast, that I found that very limited data availability, because when I studied in the climate change aspect, I talked to that IMD meteorological research regarding that humidity of these particular regions. Still, if you visit that IMD website for the different climatic product, you will not see that nowhere that humidity data will be available. For the animal science particularly, we need, instead of temperature and rainfall, we need the THI. That the both combination of the thermal humid index, their humidity is one of the important parameters. But we do not have this part, so therefore we are not forecasting able to the animal. So I am working at present with we are extracting the data from the Google Earth Engine from the NASA's portal to understand the humidity scenario of this particular country. Accordingly, we are forecasting what should be the next week the THI for this particular districts. Because for the animal stress, generally we used to have the indicator of the thermal humid index. Next part is that the practices to scale up, the how we can practice that, it should be salience. That means tailor content. That means you see that within the message itself, the bulletin, there is several parts, small part of the 2 lines message are there. Advice is that. That means if you give these farmers this whole 2 pages of the information, they will not read it. Only 2 to 3 lines information they are having, that are we are putting, that are SMS based. So if you are giving the small information, it will be have. That means the tailor content made and lead time to the farm making and legitimacy, that giving the farmers an effective voice in design and delivery mode, and it will be always accessible, and it will be equity. Equity means that not only our target should be always that large farmer, it will be across the social and economic strata, and integrations. That climate change is a part of the larger package of the support. Generally, in livestock, those who have the experience regarding these Amul models of the cooperative movement in the Gujarat, when the farmers used to come to give their milk in that milk collection center, when they are taking the receipt, in the back side of the receipt, they used to give the information what they should do for their animal for the next week. So such type of also information we have to be put. Suppose we can put in the board in the village itself, they will get the informations or the panchayat or the chowpal, wherever. I mean, we have to integrate any ongoing systems. From there, the farmers can easily get information. Initially, we have to integrate this one to like that milk animal advisory services for at the milk collection center. Delivery, that I told that our concern is the digital divide our country, so we have to reach the last mile. That is possible because that is possible only through the extension agent. Extension agent can only access the information and pass through the last farmers of our country. Next, in the conclusions, that I will tell that climate service is receiving attention globally, not only our country, globally, and we feel happy that we are the leading in terms of that generating climate advisories, but somehow we are lagging behind application of these climate services. So therefore, my appeal to all the extensionists, those who are present today and listening me, please apply this available information for our countrymen. They need it. Our farmers, they need it very urgently. I'm running 2 projects providing simple to providing the climate information to Heartland. I see that they will analyze the impact letters of these years, but we will see that it is giving a huge impact. Now, slowly, they are depending on the situation. They are asking that what will be the next week? This week we got it, I am planning to the next week. Then I am telling the wait, because in my services, what are doing, we are providing information every Wednesday. So therefore, there is a great need to be customized, location specific, crop specific, actionable advisories, and sometimes it is possible that crop specific also the variety specific it is possible. Like we have started working. Those who are working in the crop sector, you may think about. Suppose in case of buffalo, we are thinking about that. What should the specific information for the Mura itself, for the Mura farmers? That we can giving it so it will be give, because if that variety specific, if their agronomy package of practices is there, then why should not that any customized climatic services may also be required for them. So therefore, prepare and prevent the impact of climate change. So your small intervention, everything is available. So only your small intervention, extracting information weekly and passing to your beneficiary farmer, definitely I believe will give a contributions to make our country's agriculture a climate smart. So thank you very much with these words that I told I will take near about 40 to 50 minutes that I took it. Now the session is open for discussion. You may raise your questions, or you may write the chat box, or in this is my email ID. This is my email ID, sanjeev.maiti@icrgov.in or sanjeev.ndri@gmail.com. You may let me take the questions.
Thank you, sir. If there are any questions from the participants, please ask.
You may write in the chat box also. You may unmute yourself. You may ask.
Any question from the participant or any interaction, please ask.
So last end of the day, my key message will be to you that what I give a key message for the every section in one line for the climate change, climate services, and others. These things. So this information is available. I know maybe you know or maybe not be aware. It is available. So your simple and very small intervention, small engagement will make our farmer a climate smart, and definitely our country is a climate smart agriculture, because information is a power. If we are giving information in time manner, so that definitely it will give. Both all the ICR, state agriculture university, they are trying to do, but sometimes everybody are doing, but sometimes it are not reaching to the farmer. That I said that we are the pioneer in initiating the climate services, but we are lagging behind at implementations. So it is all your small efforts in your particular districts, particular block. If you are passing the informations only, that will be a great help. I can remember my college days. I pass out from that from Santiniketan and West Bengal. In our center, university, Vishwavarthi, there is a center in College of Agriculture. There is a center of this. IMD's center was their climatic services. Every day when we used to go to this pass, we used to see that what should be that was that yesterday temperature, humidity, rainfall. That is our practices. We used to see that also sometimes we used to ask the what should be that tomorrow. I was talking about in 2005. Sometimes they used to ask it. So if we put in every KVK or every village places, if we put a particular prominent place this climate information, what will be the next time? Slowly, people will start adopting this, using this information. Just motivate them. They are, when farmers are planning to sow the crops, just they are following the Panjika. That they ask them in addition with the Panjika, that I'm telling the you have to integrate that with this Panjika also you follow the climate services also. I hope that they will definitely be helpful when they will be known that when there will be rainfall, or though they have some indigenous practices understanding when how the by seeing the scenario they can forecast, but when we will give that scientific evidence to them, it will definitely be help them. So try to percolate the information to the farmers slowly they will take. Don't expect that within one day everything will be changed, because you know, being an extensionist, we are the social behavioral scientist. That major important thing is that to change the attitude, or to make a change in the society, to make a change in the attitudes is a very time consuming and difficult task. That your continuous effort will only be possible to make them our farmers with the techno-economic empowerment. One day after that, when they are advised, just to advise them how to get it from their own itself. If you do not have any specific question, though I'm getting many complimentary messages. Thank you very much for your all the good right and message. I'm also seeing all my few known faces, students. They are also writing it. Thank you once again. And if you have any specific message to me or any information to me, you may write through this email ID to me. And definitely, I will be happy to help you as per my capacity. So thank you, Majid.
Dr.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Prakash, if there are no questions, we can proceed to the formal vote of thanks, sir.
Yeah. Dr. Sanjeev ji, thank you very much. Sorry, I joined a little bit late because I was in some other meeting. But in fact, actually, like the presentation, what I saw, that is really a very good one, because we have, I think this is the only lecture related to climate change or climate services. And I am sure actually our participants might have learned, and your message is very clear that at least we can contribute at least a little bit to the farming community or to our ecosystem as well as environment. So that is very clear, and I'm sure most of us or most of our participants are working on these areas, maybe directly or indirectly. And that was a very informative lecture, and I'm very happy that you could make it despite of your busy schedule. And at the end, I would like to thank you once again on behalf of all our participants, on behalf of the organizing team, and on my personal behalf for sparing your valuable time, as well as actually sharing your experiences with our participants. In fact, I know that actually you have worked a lot on this area and you had a very good exposure in this particular research area. So anyways, putting all the things in just 1 hour is very difficult, but I'm sure many of our participants will be in touch with you if they really need some advice or actually suggestions with regards to this particular topic. Thank you once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Prakash, giving me this opportunity in this forum to share my experience. Thank you very much. Yes, you rightly said that within 1 hour. I always keep in the mind the time frame that you asked for 1 hour. So therefore, I prepare for myself for 40 to 50 minutes, and then I leave for the 1 hour or 10 minutes for the discussion. And definitely, it depends on the timing. And you are always welcome, all the participants, to through me email me for your specific question in this regards. I'll always be happy to help you. Thank you very much.
And one announcement for all the participants. As we have already discussed that we have got actually this holiday, just Bakrid holiday, and there are some participants who have requested, as well as the organizing team has also requested us. So in this context, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, that is 21st and 22nd, we will
Dr. Prakash, you there? Dr. Prakash, you got disconnected. Hello. Basically, 2 days it would be off on the eve of Eid al-Adha, and in advance, I want to wish all the people who are celebrating Eid tomorrow and day after tomorrow, Eid Mubarak to all. And I think Dr. Prakash has joined back again. Dr. Prakash. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Majid ji.
Yeah, please continue. You got
I was just briefing them that just to please cooperate in this regard, and because since we have 2 days holidays, we have got actually the second assignment pending for all of you, and maybe by evening today or actually by morning, early morning tomorrow, we will be sharing the assignment questions to you so that you can respond. And for your information, those who have not submitted the first assignment, please do it at the earliest, because that is very essential for us, so that we just issue you the participation certificate, the successfully completion certificate. So thank you all. Have a good day. Let us meet again on 23rd morning, 11 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Eid Mubarak to all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Eid Mubarak ho, sir, sabhi ko.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.